I'm a truck driver, and I go through Manitoba going to Calgary, because I work for Day and Ross. And I go out that way, and up in Manitoba, it's all rural up there, and you've got a lot of lakes.
Yeah, Brian, tell me, what's the environment like about right now in this time of year?
Cold.
How many people live on that reservation, First Nation reservation over there?
Yeah, it's mostly Indians up that way.
The Jackhead Reservation. Would, I think there's a big media blackout going on over there. I really can't get in touch with anybody. The lines are still down. And
The lines are still down, yeah, because I'm keeping up to date. I even checked with CTV News in Winnipeg, Manitoba. I even sent them an email because they hadn't heard of anything crashing up there, because the military's keeping it all hush-hush, huh?
Well, absolutely.
Did you? Plane. First it was a plane in one of their stories. I don't know if you read the links I sent you, because first of all, they said it was a plane that went down, and then another story, they showed the snowmobiles going across the ice, and they have these all-terrain vehicles that they use on the ski hills. It's a big, it's like an all-terrain vehicle with tracks that are able to cross the snow, and they were pulling something out of the ice, and it was no plane. It was a disc-shaped object, because that's what they said in the story. But I keep checking the news every day, because the main news media out there is CTV News, Winnipeg. Because I'm in Montreal.
Yeah, it sounds like it's just a blackout altogether. All my contacts have, their phones are down. They're not returning emails whatsoever. I hear when you've said in your email and your contact that when you're driving through the area as a truck driver, you've seen lights, strange lights in the skies around there?
Well, yeah, these ones that blink all different colors. I'm going to put you on speakerphone because Natalie wants to hear the conversation, okay?
Absolutely.
Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you. Brian, let me ask you, and welcome Natalie. Blake Cousins here. I just wanted to let everybody know there's a chief in the area that apparently has video and photographs of the scene, along with the military operation in retrieval, but now they have his house surrounded, and they're not letting him out of his place, and definitely they're blocking any kind of signal or transmission to get this stuff out. I know my brother did an artist rendition of this photograph that I received a few days ago of what looks to be, a major craft-like structure embedded into a snow lake. And right now the photo has been leaked. I'm still not going to be able to share it on YouTube, but we're going to be putting the link to our Facebook where some people have leaked out the photo so everybody could take a look at that, compare it to Brent's rendition of whatever this object is. Brian, did you get a look at that photograph that's been leaked around? Did you find it?
I have it on my computer because I believe Facebook took it off, but I had a chance to copy the link that where the picture came from. I had a chance to add it to my bookmarks because Facebook removed it.
Well, it's really interesting. Why is Facebook trying to cover up this social media major event? I thought Canada was part of disclosure, and
but it's Facebook, Blake. CIA. They want to know everything about you. You know how it works.
Yeah, Brian. What's your general opinion of this photograph that has been leaked out, and a lot of people have it in their possession. I'm not seeing it up on major media, but it's out there.
I don't know, but just lately there's been a lot of UFO sightings here in Canada. I don't know if I sent you the link, but Canada's a hot spot for UFO sightings because I remember telling you a while ago, back in 2008, Natalie and I brought something out of the sky, and it's just too bad we didn't have a video camera because this thing stayed around for a while, and this was about the size of half the size of a football field. It wasn't just a UFO, it was a mothership, because they saw the same craft in Minneapolis. It was St. Paul, Minneapolis in 2008, and it happened in the month of August. And this guy that's filming this says, it's right over my house. And the same thing, it was over the lamppost where we used to live in St. Bruno.
Wow. Does this craft embedded in the frozen lake kind of resemble what you saw?
I don't think so, because the one embedded in the lake is a disc that I read off your website.
This was a completely different shape.
Yeah, this. Some people early on, it was all breaking news when we put it out a couple days ago that there's this disc-shaped object that crashed into the frozen lake, and then after the picture came out, it was more of a pyramidal shape with the pyramid tip kind of cut off at the top. And
I saw that in the picture. I even tried to blow it up on Windows XP, but it won't allow me. This gets distorted.
Yeah, I think there's the original photograph is still yet to get this high-res photograph out, and we hope the person that shot it...
It's like Natalie and I were saying last night, if this was a plane, why have they cut off the communications? Why aren't they letting anybody in or out of the base? Because they were doing exercises up there, I know, military exercises, Arctic Bison. It's in case... And the Americans are up there doing this exercise with them to rescue planes that go down up there, because there's nothing up there except Indians, like you said, reservations, all throughout northern Ontario. That's all it is Indians. But up there in Manitoba, I had a friend of mine, Todd, who lives in Manitoba, and there's a lake up there in Manitoba where he came in contact with Greys.
Wow.
Camping up there. And he came in contact with Greys and strange craft. I don't know why Manitoba's a hot spot, but apparently Canada is a hot spot for UFOs, because the ex-defense minister, Minister of Defense, who was Paul Hellyer at the time, he was on the news and he said that there's been a lot of UFO sightings in Canada.
Hey, Brian, I wanted to ask you about your friend over there in Manitoba, the Jackhead Reservation First Nation. Is he there at the moment? Can you try and reach out to him, make contact, see what's going on? We're hearing word on the ground over here that the craft has already been removed. It's not there anymore. We've heard this from multiple sources. It's been a successful recovery by the military of whatever the object is. They're not telling us, and they're basically telling everybody, shut your mouths over there. It's amazing, the cover-up.
Yeah.
So if it was a plane that went down, why would they tell them to keep it hush-hush? There's no reason for it if it was a regular military plane.
Absolutely. Yeah, it just does not make sense, and they keep changing their story as this breaking news story continuously unfolds. I just wanted to give everybody an update that the picture has been leaked. It's online. Everybody go to my Facebook. The link is in the description. Brian, Natalie, see if you could get in touch with your friend out there. Keep in touch and keep us updated, and appreciate you joining us right here at Third Phase.
Yeah, well, you've got the phone number now, Blake.
Absolutely. We will be utilizing it maybe throughout this week, because we're going to keep a close eye on this. I think this is some of the biggest breaking news, especially this year, guaranteed, and we're going to be keeping on it.
Absolutely.
All right, guys.
Awesome.
Hey, thanks a lot for
We're going
joining
to
us.
Hawaii.
Yeah. Great talking to you, Blake. Thank you for calling.
Yeah, thanks for calling, buddy.
Thank you, Brian and Natalie, all the way from Canada. Incredible story. We're going to be following this. Again, the link is below. Everybody be safe at the Jackhead Reservation First Nation. The Indians out there, it's your land, it's sovereignty. Don't let them shut this down. Be brave, get the word out. Contact Third Phase of Moon, contact anybody. We got to get this word out. something went down in Canada, and we're going to find out what it is. I think it's a media blackout over there. Nobody's returning or answering the phones. All the email contacts that I had, nobody's replying back. I want to thank you, Mark, for replying back. But we've heard that there's the leader of the Indian tribe over there, Jack Head, the chief is surrounded in his home right now. He has video and photographic evidence of whatever was in that lake, and now they're surrounding his house. This is what we just heard within the last hour. And yeah, so it sounds pretty heavy. We just want everybody, this is kind of strong arm tactics from what I'm hearing.
Yeah, totally. I mean, all that kind of stuff is really uncharacteristic of the Canadian military as far as any of that stuff goes. Also, I was reading on some of the YouTube comments. I heard some people were saying that, that this was an operation, military exercise that was planned. But, I mean, I don't think, as far as I know, nobody on the reserve was aware of the operation beforehand. And as far as I know, military exercises are not to be done on Indian reservation land. That's kind of their land, natural habitat for hunting and trapping, etc. So that's kind of where I find the story a little bit strange as to how they're doing military exercises out there without the people on the reserve even hearing about it, because I'm sure they would have at least tried to put a stop to it, or maybe have them move somewhere else. Because, I mean, this is a big country. It's a big province. They can do that exercise anywhere they like. Why there? That's a good question.
Well, I think one of the reasons why it went down in that general area is you look at the geography of the place and the lakes and the swamps and in the middle of nowhere and the harsh environment. I don't think you'd survive more than 10 minutes out there without any kind of protection from the environment, deadly environment, to say the least. So what a perfect place to do something like this, where nobody's around. And then they go, well, who cares about this Indian reservation, and pretty much walk all over them and start detaining people and suppressing information. What's interesting to me is that this photo has been leaked of the crash area on the frozen lake, and people are sharing it on Facebook, but Facebook continuously keeps deleting the photograph for some odd reason.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Have you seen this photograph?
No, I have seen some pictures from somebody's Facebook, like they were showing me. Like I said, I don't really do the Facebook thing, so they were showing me the pictures on Facebook, and all I did see was just lots and lots of equipment on the ice. Like, I mean, tons and tons of trucks and semi-trucks and mopeds and you name it was out on the lake.
Well, Mark, I wanted to, thank you for calling back. Without you, the story wouldn't have been broken as fast as it was right here at Third Phase. Shared it to the world, basically, and, within 48 hours, now the entire ufology community has picked up on it. Probably the story's been heard and listened to over 1 million times already, not just on our Third Phase of Moon channel. Everybody's embedding this first interview we did with you, and it got the word out, and that's what it's all about. But the military seems like, well, they're pretty strong, and it's amazing what kind of technology they have, where it seems like this media blackout as well as a public lockdown in that area to get out any kind of digital information or phone calls is quite impressive on their part.
Yeah, you can say that again. I mean, it's kind of scary when you think about it that way. As far as us being a free country, that kind of stuff, information should be out there to whoever wants to share it with whoever, but that doesn't seem to be the case.
And from multiple sources, we've heard that it has been confirmed that the craft is no longer embedded in the lake, and it has been a successful recovery. Where it has been transported to and how, we have no clue, and we're wanting to find out. But
yeah, so I'm going to be back in touch with my source within the next 24 hours, so hopefully then I'll have some more stuff to share with you at that point.
Wow. Okay, Mark. Well, you keep in touch. You got our number. Appreciate the call back, and be diligent, and we look forward for more updates from you, Mark.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Mark.
All right, we'll talk to you soon.
Will do. Wow, just breaking story continuously coming into third phase of moon. Everybody subscribe, stand by. More to come. Blake Cousins, we'll see you again next time.